There's the sound of Cuenca. I don't know if you can hear it, it's a siren. But you hear all kinds of stuff. Dogs, house alarms, car alarms, buses, noises you don't even recognize. But we're gonna get out into it today and take a look around. We're gonna go get some breakfast first, and then I'm not sure what we're gonna do. But this is gonna be one of those how much we spend in a day videos. So I'll keep track of everything that we do and how much it costs us. And then later on, we will add it up, and that'll give you some idea of some things you can do and how much it costs to live in Cuenca, Ecuador. All right, we're at our favorite table, our mesa favorita. There's the Museum of Modern Art right out the window. But every time we've come here, this is our third time or fourth time?
Yes.
Yep, we always sit right here.
There's no food on the table.
It's a big restaurant. They've got upstairs, they've got stuff over there. And this is how we're gonna start our day, food-wise.
And it's usually much more crowded, so we feel very fortunate.
Yeah, but it's, what's today, Wednesday?
Yes.
Look how big my coffee is. There's a hand to compare it to. You usually don't get big cups of coffee in restaurants. I got almost as much milk. I always forget what super duper giant breakfasts they are. I mean, this is Carbapalooza. Although you didn't get bread. You requested no bread like a crazy person.
Yes, but I get potatoes.
But I got potatoes and bread. We'll put the prices and the name of the dishes on here because I already forgot what they're called.
No,
oh, you got the...
I got the hippie scramble.
The hippie scramble, and I got the... something. It'll be right. It'll be right here. I forgot this has chips in it too. So this is like chilaquiles with potatoes and bread.
But without the mole.
Mm-hmm. They have super hot sauce here. The bathrooms are the kind where you have to figure out what kind of bird you are. But if you have any doubt what kind of bird you are, then the urinal helps. So we just had our very big carb-heavy breakfast at San Sebas, and now we're gonna walk across the street and go to the Museum of Modern Art, which we have been to before. I think we were there maybe 2 months ago and really enjoyed it. So we're gonna pop in there again because we think that they have a new exhibit. Yeah. So we're gonna check it out. But San Sebas and the Museum of Modern Art are right here in San Sebastian Square. You think he's grande?
He is big.
They got big bugs here if you can find them. It's not a very buggy place. That's one good thing about Cuenca. Have we seen any mosquitoes?
Yes.
Have we?
Oh, and there's a... Here he is.
How many mosquitoes have you seen?
Back. Four.
Four, exactly. You could count them.
How big he is.
Alrighty, you're making my video wildly
sorry.
unentertaining. It's just a super interesting museum. And I love how they present some of the art. So they don't have it hanging on a wall, like flat on the wall. They've got it hanging by wires so that you can walk all around it. Yeah, the light does make everything look different in here. The way this museum is laid out, it has this central court area. But then they've got all these little rooms and chambers where they have different art displayed very creatively. Just got some very cool interactive stuff as well. It's kind of some hippy-dippy art. If you want to have too much coffee before you come to the museum. What does it say to you? If you're into modern art, this is definitely a place to check out. I'm a big fan of modern art. I mean, it's stuff you either like or you hate. But I mean, there's definitely a lot of different kinds of art to look at here. Now, when we go to a museum or someplace where they have art, we always play a game where we try to pick each other's favorite art. You know, we'll go around the room and pick for each other to see if we can pick who would choose what. And we rarely pick the same thing. Although in this room we both picked this one. It's uncommon. And this is another courtyard area in the museum with more rooms for art displays. This is new, this little garden area. But luckily, because of the aging process, a lot of it still seems new. And here at the back of the museum, you can walk out and find a nice view of the hills and mountains. And last time we were here, there was a black and white rabbit. And the cost to check out this museum is free. So you can't beat that. There's a little dark rabbit I was talking about. Yeah, he's a eating size. Look at that dirty hoe. Exactly. What were you thinking? So we just left the Museum of Modern Art behind us. Hello stairs, my old friend. I've come to struggle with you again, because my knees are creaking. So we will try Flowers, Flora's Cafe, for a little post-museo discussion. This is a place we've been to quite a few times. And I think I mentioned in another video that they have really delicious avocado toast.
Well, we haven't even tried their arepas.
There's the avocado toast. It is, I think it's the thing I recommend, but today I'm going to get a coffee and dessert. But this is the first time we've sat outside. But this is an excellent place for museum talk.
Do. Let me finish this text.
Oh my God. Are they real flowers?
Yes.
Yeah. And the hours have changed since when we first started coming here. So it's open most of the day now. Alrighty, what the heck is that?
That is a mango lassi. And I love it that it...
That has, what is that? Cinnamon?
Yeah, that's just... Oh, cardamom. They also have cardamom.
And you got a loaf of bread?
I got fresh pita and hummus.
And I got a cafe con leche with the leche on the side. What I like is they always heat up the milk.
And it's frothy at the top.
Chocolate chip cookie and pecan pie. And this is the first time we've sat outside.
And hopefully the clouds will hold off.
Yeah, but we got an umbrella. What'd you think of the museum today?
You know, I loved it. I loved it the first time. It's low key, but there's a lot. There's some nature. There's a couple of rabbits. But the art itself, I really enjoyed. And I was so surprised they had, what, twice as much art?
Well, yeah, they had the same exhibit as before, plus another exhibit open.
So they had some artwork, some original artwork, and then they had like 6 rooms that were interactive based on some of the art you had just seen.
It's a great museum. It's very small, but you could easily spend a couple hours there. It's free. So far we've spent, what, $14.20 for breakfast?
Plus tip.
Nothing for museum, and now we got a nice little treat here afterwards. But highly recommend that museum. And it's right next to San Sebas Square. So
exactly. That
easy
has,
to get to.
And that has 3 little cafes there that have one is a regular coffee shop, and the others have food. Then a couple of bars if you want different kinds of IPAs and beers. And
a couple of bars if you're that kind of person. Which I mean is a fun, happy-go-lucky person with a drinking problem.
Oh my gosh.
Look at the thorns on this cactus. Can you imagine the pain that this would cause? Now that I see these, those don't look too bad. Did your mother ever send you out back to cut a switch so that she could give you a whipping? You know, I would have hated to have one of these in her backyard. We need onions and we need ajo. Okay, let's see what we got.
What treasures did we find in the market?
Alrighty, let's see. So we stopped at a little mercado, not a mercado, what is it?
That's true. It's just a little tienda. Yeah, a little stall. A lady that very friendly, and she has a nice variety.
Fruits and vegetables.
Yeah.
And then there's a little stall or a little store downstairs. You see these stores around town, they're just bars. It almost looks like, you know, like when you were in school and you go get your school supplies. You know, like a little kiosk. You know, it's like there's little stores you see, and they almost look like they're part of somebody's house. Like it's part of somebody's home, and they just turn their door into something that they sell stuff through. But, so there's all these little tiendas, and then there's these little, you know, it just looks like a garage door that somebody would open, and then they'll have some produce and vegetales in it. And this is what we got today. Camera girl got this broccoli. Which I said no to.
Buck was so mad.
I wasn't so mad.
Because you were like,
but she pulled out this broccoli and I was like, no. Because it looks sad. But camera girl's like,
it's got a
broccoli.
It's got a good stem. We have not been getting enough leafy greens, so anyway, we can have the stem.
I said no to this broccoli, but we have this broccoli. Look how terrible it looks.
It doesn't look terrible.
It looks like that.
You don't like any blemishes on anything.
If I was broccoli, this would be me.
All right.
This is the
But
the
I like you.
broccoli.
You're my favorite broccoli.
Okay, stop trying to be nice. Stop trying to throw me off by being nice.
All right.
Ooh, look at this here. This has a soft spot.
It's all right.
That's it.
It's ready, though.
I'm telling you, I'm like one of those worst guys for produce. I'm just so picky. Or maybe it's because I feel I like stores where you go into a store and you look around and you find the stuff. I don't like having to interact with people to buy my produce. I just want to go
but this lady is very nice.
She's very nice, but she's not necessary in my process.
But for her life and selling things, and this probably wasn't hit by as many pesticides, and I did ask for ripe. And so
she could just sit in a chair. She could sit in a chair and watch soap operas and then just ring me up.
So this one is ready, and yes, it has the one spot. Good gravy. All right, come on.
Okay, and then we got dos aguacate.
See?
We got a piece of ajo, a bulb of garlic there, and then I just got 5 more limes. We've got some limes, but they're getting kind of old, so I wanted a few more.
All right,
so there we have it. So our total for this little produce haul was $3.75. And I feel pretty good about that. I mean, these are nice and heavy.
Yes.
So these are pretty good. You know, really, if it wasn't for this piece of broccoli, I would be so happy right now.
Oh, are you giving me that bouquet of broccoli? Shove it up your butt.
Okay. So that's it. That's what we've spent today so far. And I suspect this might be the end of the video because it's really starting to look dark and stormy outside. So
and you have no Spanish classes.
Yeah, we had breakfast. We sort of had lunch at Flora's. That counts as lunch. And yeah, we got leftovers for dinner. So I don't see us going anywhere else. So there you have it. I'll go ahead and wrap it up. And if we get something else, I'll tack it on. But I don't think we will. So that gives you some idea of something you can do and how much you might spend during a day in Cuenca, kind of living a lifestyle like we're living.
Just chilling out and rambling around.
Yep, just rambling around and eating. If you like our videos, give them a thumbs up and share it or whatever. Share it or whatever. That sounds sincere. But we've got a Patreon down below. We've got a PayPal down below. We're going to have all different kinds of links that'll help us out if you want to help us out. Also, we've got a link down below to Trusted House Sitters. That'll give you 25% off. And the reason I think about that is because while we were at Cafe Flores, we actually applied for a house sit. And then we canceled the application because that's, you know, once we thought about it. Because that's the thing, you got to think about it so fast now and, you know, make that decision so quick. Anyway, but...
I think you've had too much coffee. Zip it.
I'm about to make more coffee.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, well,
Help us.